Hi everyone, this is David and welcome to week 9 of Business Communications, JWI 505. Week 9, as you know, is the week in which you're going to turn in assignment number 3, which is sort of the capstone project for this course. It is a video presentation. You give a presentation while recording yourself live. And so it brings together so many of the things that we've worked on throughout this session, beginning with leadership presence and ending with presentation skills having to do with vocal inflections, body language, as well as design of your slides. So it's a very important assignment. So important that what I wanted to start off with this week is a look at the announcement that I posted. And as you'll see, this announcement is entitled Week 9, Guide to Assignment Number 3 Preparation. In the first part of this assignment guide, I've summarized the assignment instructions for you, and you see those in the first 3 paragraphs. Then comes a tutorial, if you haven't seen it already. This is the tutorial that teaches you how to use Zoom to both record yourself on live video as you did in the first assignment, but this time you also add screen sharing of the PowerPoint slides or any kind of slides that you're going to use to accompany your presentation. And remember, slides are only a visual accompaniment to your presentation. Slides should not contain a transcript. They should not be used as a teleprompter. The presentation comes from you, the live person. The slides are simply there to give an emotional and intellectual accompaniment. So that's something that's very important. If you're not aware of this video, I wanted to make you aware of it. Then we're very lucky to have 3 student examples of assignment number 3. The first one is from Kenneth Anderson. We also saw an example of his for assignment number 2, the one in which you wrote the report. And Kenneth is obviously a very good student, and he did a good job on this presentation as well. Then we also have a presentation from Cassandra Beaudry. Cassandra Beaudry did an excellent job of doing a sales pitch to a potential client, and she went on to use this sales pitch to actually land the business. So congratulations, Cassandra. And this is just an example of how practical your work is in this course, that it leads to a successful sales pitch in the case of Sandra Beaudry here. I also gave you a third example from someone else you also know from assignment number 2, and that's Mel Yachor. I think he prefers just the name Mel. Mel is presenting on Six Sigma and its usage not only in business but in many settings. And he does a great job on explaining a pretty complex subject there. So I wanted to definitely bring to your attention this assignment guide for assignment number 3. If you do nothing else, be sure to review this, look at the samples, and practice, practice, practice. Those are the 3 most important words. Now, if you want to look at some of the other assignment materials that you have for week 9, you have, again, an excellent video here. This is a very striking video of Warren Buffett and how he really was getting nowhere. Even though he was a graduate of Columbia University, he was getting nowhere until he took a course in public speaking in a small town that he paid $100 for. Similar to the story that Jack Welch tells about his speech impediment and what a disaster his first presentation was, and how he eventually overcame that to be a really great presenter, and now his belief that presentation skills are probably more important than writing skills in today's business world. Some really powerful testimonials here. Your weekly materials include the usual, your lecture, a couple of readings from your 2 textbooks, the Munter and Hamilton textbook, as well as the Halpern and Lubar textbook. Again, some more videos. The one on the left is nonverbal language. The one on the right is using your voice as a selling or marketing tool. A great article here from the Harvard Business Review on the 3 keys to being an excellent speaker. And those 3 keys have almost nothing to do with the things that you would think that they would have to do with. They have to do with, it's very interesting, the very things that you've been told about and the very things that you've written about when it comes to making an authentic connection with the audience and a conversational tone. That's what it is, coming even from Harvard, as you see here in this. Your discussion is also a way to prepare you for this week's assignment. You're going to list 1 or 2 areas that you would like to improve. And then after listing them, you're going to suggest to yourself some techniques that you will use to improve in those areas. And please refer to your materials there whenever you're going to pick up those specific techniques. Third, what inner critic voice is likely to surface and how are you going to deal with it? And in this week's lecture, you're told about reframing and how to reframe things that are negative into things that are positive and motivating, things that will lift you up instead of beat you down. And the last one, what relaxation techniques are you going to use to stay present and authentic throughout that presentation? Okay, so that about wraps it up for your week 9. I also, in that guide to week 9, give you some very specific directions on what to do when it comes to uploading your assignment. As you know, uploading these MP4 files can be a little difficult at times. So if you look at the week 9 announcement, you'll see that I give you a couple of options there in terms of other places to upload things. If you're having trouble, this area right here, if you experience difficulty uploading your video file, contact tech support is your first option, and they can often walk you through it. But sometimes Blackboard is just having its own problems, and you want to go ahead and get that in and not miss the deadline. And in that case, I suggest that you upload your video file to a file sharing service or to a video hosting service such as YouTube and just send me the link, and we'll worry about getting it uploaded to Blackboard later. So please take a look at those numbers and those links as well as you prepare for this important assignment due at the end of the week. Okay, talk to you guys later.